Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Eddie Hearn fires back at Bob Arum. Bob Arum was basically saying some things we were talking about what Bob Arum said yesterday. So start off with Bob said, if you didn't see the video, he said that Eddie Hearn basically was lying about the deal, and he went silent, this, that, and the third. But check out the Boxing News playlist, share the video. Tyson Fury been talking that shit. Bob Arum has now declared that he believes that the Saudi side deal for Joshua Fury's mirage. It would not bet the fight happens next. Arum and Fury flew to mediation for Wilder dispute yesterday and said he could turn into a fight negotiation. Bob Arum had also, quote, if I had to bet on whether Fury and Joshua fight happens or not, I say no. As far as I can see, this whole thing with Eddie Hearn and Saudi is just a mirage. Eddie's out of time. Eddie hasn't talked to us for 2 weeks. I mean, okay. Eddie fires back. And my whole thing is, basically, if you chopping it up with a girl, you chopping up with somebody, and they don't call you for 2 weeks, of course you're gonna think this over. Of course you're gonna speculate about some things. So Eddie Hearn went on and said, no one lifted a finger. Quote, the only chance this fight has if I pull something off, said Eddie Hearn to IFL TV. On the Joshua Fury fight, no one else has lifted a finger. No disrespect to Bob. He's a legendary promoter. He hasn't dealt with the site offers to this magnitude before, and I have. This is the same people in the Saudi that I closed the last huge site offer with Joshua for Fury. Andy Reid in December 2019. Quote, I trust them. They put it in writing, the deals in place. We're just going through the process of going through the long formal agreement between 3 or 4 different lawyers, which is very difficult for a fight the size of this magnitude. When you're out there grafting and you got somebody that is on the team, I can't say that you don't want to fight, because we all want to fight, but I get that feeling sometimes. Quote, what's your game here? What don't you like about this? Eddie is desperate. I'm desperate. I'm desperately trying to make this fight. Oh, yes. He's run out of time, said Hearn. Eddie denies he's run out of time. Arum said on Wednesday that Hearn is heartily pushing hard to get the Joshua versus Fury fight done, because this is the final fight for AJ on his contract with Metro. Okay. Arum reason that Hearn wants the final fight for Joshua to be with Fury rather than Alexander Usyk, which won't make as much money if Joshua leaves Metro. It would be better for them in his final fight with Fury. Quote, what do you mean I'm running out of time? Said Hearn, responding to the comment from Arum about being desperate because he's running out of time due to Joshua's contract expiring after one more fight. Quote, this is us. This is co-promotion. This is the biggest fight in boxing. Is it just down to me? But that's fine. It's just down to me. There's more pressure for me to make it, and I'll take it seriously. Quote, I won't be denied. So today we'll have another final version back from the site, and maybe it'll be the final one. That will be the final one. Maybe it'll need a couple of changes. Maybe it'll take until tomorrow. Quote, there are no delays. It's just the wandering of the long form agreement is quite complicated. You've got to remember that there's our lawyers from our side, lawyers from AJ's side, lawyers from Fury's side. About 3 of them, everybody wants the deal to be right, said Hearn. So, really, I actually, I actually saw Eddie Hearn here. It takes, when you put it like that, we got all these different lawyers that's going to be involved and how you breaking it down. I never dealt with a fight of this magnitude. It sounds like Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury and Bob Arum kind of want to go a different way. Maybe they know arbitration, whatever, mediation ain't going to go that way. and they just want to make an excuse and pull out the fight real soon. That could actually be very realistic. So if you want something bad, you're going to be patient. You're going to just talk about positivity. You know, with them trying to just sound like they don't want to fight. Sound like the Wilder situation ain't going to go that way. Just being honest, that's what it sounded like. And Eddie Hearn really sounded like that. But, you know, if this AJ last fight, you already know who's going to try to pull up. It's going to be Bobby Arum. Bobby Arum going to try to get him over there. He had Big Baby Miller till the situation happened. Anderson, FN Jabba, Tyson Fury, Oscar Rivas. I mean, he got a tremendous amount of the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury. And you know he's trying to get Anthony Joshua. But do it make sense? You know, remember Eddie Hearn said they had no contingency plan. No contingency plan. This is the fight that they was going to go with. This is the fight that they wanted. And maybe it makes sense now. Anthony Joshua got one more fight in his contract. You know, Al Heyman seemed not to really have the money. Bob seemed to have money. He's throwing money around the division. And what better way for Bob Arum to get Anthony Joshua and do the fight under his situation and with fans down the line with both of them? Because you ain't heard nothing about Usyk and Joe Joyce happening either, because they don't stand by waiting on this fight. Maybe Joe Joyce fight Tyson Fury. Maybe Usyk go over there and fight Anthony Joshua. But my whole thing was, without fans in the stands, that always worried me about a mega fight. Also, the Saudis was talking about no fans in the stands for Crawford and Pacquiao. So they also having issues because somehow, some way, they got to make their money back. And without fans in the stands, I remember one of my homies was saying that they was gonna have the best fights during the pandemic, and you know they was gonna make the best fight, but it don't look that way. It does not look that way because it's hard to make the best fights with limited capacity and no capacity. So obviously Jerry Jones, they putting the money up in Cowboy Stadium. They was never coming to Vegas. So I was looking earlier, and to kind of go against Bob Arum, I still ain't seen no Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez tickets. And I'm going out there. I've never been to Vegas, but I'm going out there for that. You know, there's no tickets. Still no tickets. The tickets supposed to be on sale like last Friday, a couple Fridays ago. So, I mean, like I said before, it's just to the simple fact that Bob ain't got this shit together neither. You got an undisputed class at 140, which is a catchweight division. You got an undisputed class there. But guess what? You got no tickets, Bob. There's no tickets. And then you hold an undisputed class at a 5,000 seat arena in Vegas, and Vegas going to maximum capacity the following week. So, you know, like I said before, Bob getting on Eddie, but your shit ain't together. People want to see Taylor Ramirez, and we gotta hope to get the ticket in the 5,000 seat arena. You know, we got Mandalay Bay. She went to the downtown to Thomas and Mack Center. Talking about the Mandalay Bay. You got MGM Grand. You got the MGM Grand. Don't they got like a ballroom? A small room? Like, Jesus, you could have did anything. You could have went down to Thomas and Mack downtown. That's wild. He trying to get on Eddie Hearn for trying to make a big fight, and you got a huge fight with undisputed between the Englishman and the Mexican, and y'all ain't even got the tickets for sale yet. Like I said, hold on. He just sitting there talking. No, he's just sitting here talking, but my whole thing is, you know, you could have did a number of issues. He got people going out there and talking about 5,000 seats. Bob Arum ain't about losing money, and that's an issue. But he get on Eddie Hearn for trying to make a big $100 million fight, and you can't make a $1,000 fight. Talking about 5,000 seat arena, that's wild. And it's still minimum capacity, so really probably talking about 2,000, 2,500 tickets. But you know, it's Vegas, you'll find something to do. But like I said before, man, it's just he trying to call the kettle black, but it just don't work that way, man. It just don't work that way. And you know, but as far as Eddie Hearn, I'm with Eddie Hearn on this one. He did it before. He did something that Bob Arum never did. Bob Arum never got proof of funds, so he never did nothing over there. So let the expert doing it. You got all these different lawyers involved, making sure everybody's interest is making sure good. It takes time. It just sounds like they just trying to find a way out the fight. Honestly, I think that's the honest truth. They're trying to find a way out the fight. You know, so I want the fight to happen for the sake of boxing. If this can't happen, most Wilder fans, I can't wait till Wilder. If I feel it. I mean, I don't want to see that black man get his ass whooped again. All the pad work he doing, that don't mean shit because when fire hit the pan, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna revert back to what he used to do. That's what people don't understand. Just because you practice some shit on the pad don't mean it's gonna translate. It's gonna translate to the ring, you know. But it seemed like Eddie do have some alternative interests because honestly, you know, he got the whole situation where Anthony Joshua got one fight left and he got as much money, but you know, putting negativity on the fight just sound like to me they don't want the fight. You know, they want to go in a different direction, but it is what it is. You know, everybody should put some undisputed, no matter if it's English muffers or not. Guess what? The English muffers can't fight in England. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All my links there. You can reach out anytime. If you want to advertise your business or channel, or you got a video request, just want a question, links there. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the situation. I just sound like to me, Bob Arum, especially if Fury and Arum's lawyers involved, they know what's going on. Sound like they don't want to fight. But I appreciate the love, support one time. For one time, let me know what's in the comment section. Peace.